But this game we had multiple efforts from a lot of guys. Obviously the three guys really carried us in scoring, Shamar, Dwayne, and Mike. But there was a lot of guys that played minutes that weren't used to playing minutes. Give credit to Wright State. They're one of the premier programs in the conference. They've got 13,000 seat arena. They've got a practice facility. They got tradition. They got a fan base, and they got exceptional players. Holden and Basili are as good as players in our league. All league type guys that could probably play high major and play anywhere in the country. So we had a lot of foul trouble. But I thought some big plays in the game were Chris Shelton's 3, Daniel's 3, big opportune rebounds there at the end. We finally finished the play. And if the fans haven't been down here to see a game, you get your money's worth, right, Dan? I mean, like you get your money's worth in the Horizon. Your blood pressure is going to go up. But these games have been crazy. But this is college basketball, so I'm happy for the kids.
What was the difference?
I think the difference was we went zone. We pressed, didn't work. We three-quarter court press, didn't work. We played man. We trapped in the post. We trapped off another guy. We trapped in the post off the pass. That didn't work. What I've realized, Dana, with my team being so young and new, we cannot make very few adjustments within that one day, right? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you usually get ready for Thursday's game. I just told the staff after the game, we've almost got a plan for 2 attacks and 2 different teams. If that makes sense, like the last 2 years, we could prepare on a Friday, carry out that plan. We had so many mental breakdowns. But the difference was when we went zone. It was kind of like my last draw, and I think some of the coaches thought I was crazy doing it. And it really threw them off. It took them out of rhythm, right? Basketball is a rhythm sport, and I thought it did a good job. And the kids adjusted, and you have to be able to make adjustments, as a coach. And we've struggled with adjustments for whatever reason. I think it's our youth. I think it's our newness. But, you got to take them how you can get them. I mean, we needed this bad. Yeah, Mike had been struggling, He and I had about an hour and 20-minute conversation yesterday. Just kind of, about the direction of our team and, where's the team, where's their mindset, right? Like what's everybody going through? And then we had a team meeting and, I met individually with a lot of guys and, we talked some things out. And I told him it's going to come down to this again. It'll probably come down to the final 3 minutes of a game, and we just got to get it done. We had a really good message. We had a speaker, and he talked about just keeping your eyes focused, right? Laser focus and having your feet down where they're at, and really looking ahead to this next 40 minutes of basketball. And I thought they did that, and I thought our crowd again really helped us. I do want to say this. I hope we have a sellout tomorrow. I know I'll be here, and I know our whole team will be here for this women's team. This is a team that, you don't get these types of teams in any sport. I don't care what it is. We need to rally. Youngstown needs to sell this thing out. We need to all get on social media and the news and pump this thing up for these girls. They were again here tonight. We were at their game last night. Supporting one another is so critical in a smaller type school. So I'm looking forward to that tomorrow.
Was the team meeting necessary because of the way the last 2 games went?
Yeah, just what, Dana? I think just mentally, it's taxing. You know what I mean? Like I was a little bit out of it. A couple press conferences ago. It just beats you up when there's a way to lose and then there's a way not to lose, right? And I think I told them I'll go down fighting with these guys. I thought at halftime we weren't very aggressive on defense. We got pushed around. They were the more physical team. It was 46-40. We weren't guarding them. And I just kind of challenged them. I said, in my 10 years, my teams have always played tough. The guys that I worked for, Bob Huggins and Rolly Massimino, these guys are Hall of Famers. These guys are Hall of Fame coaches. And I learned from those guys that you got to be able to persevere. You got to be able to make winning plays, and the players make the plays. And, they responded. And this thing could really help us moving forward. Now, we got 2 really tough games next weekend, Dana, we're back on the road with Cleveland State and Fort Wayne. But, now we're looking at it. We're tied with, I don't know if Northern Kentucky won or not, but we're tied with Fort Wayne. We got a chance to play them next week. We're tied with, I think, UIC. So that middle is bunched up, and Detroit's got 2 losses now. And you start watching the league and what's going on. It's about getting in that top 4 and getting momentum and playing good and having that belief, because we're a 1-bid league. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Our league's ranked really low this year. It's not a 2-bid league. And just keep some momentum and keep climbing up the ladder. No, they had those 2 kids out, but somebody said, well, they were down some players. Well, sometimes when you're down players, you play even better. I mean, look at Finke, and I mean, he had 2 tremendous games against us and Robert Morris. And then, honestly, those 2 studs, Holden and Basili, they got the ball more. Usually when there's better players, they don't touch it as much. Well, tonight they had a big 3, and those big 3 they're good. They're good. And he's a good guy and very, very well coached team, and just does a great job. He's done a good job there at Wright State, and I respect what they do. There's a reason they're at the top of the league every year.
At 7:30 once you're down 9, a lot of teams may have, just said it's over with. But was that maybe the best 7 minutes?
I think so, Dana. Yeah, I was really, really happy the way we responded. You could have folded. We didn't. And we got real active in that zone, and they boxed out. We put Dwayne in a lot of pick and rolls. Cohill was just playing out of a middle pick and roll, trying to get downhill, trying to find people. The turning point was when Shelton made that 3. We've ran that play a couple times now, and it helped us win the Milwaukee game. And tonight, I think between that and Agoro's 3s, those are big shots. Those are opportune shots. I felt like if we could get the lead, we were down 2 at that point. We ran that play to put us up 1. And I thought that was the difference too. Our kids really got, you saw our bench, but we stayed the course. The kids in the huddle, they just kept saying, come on, let's get a stop. Stay together. And that's a good sign.